Count Nicolai of Montpezat gives an exclusive interview with Numero Netherlands. The Crown Prince couple of Kelantan released new photos of their newborn son. Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom visits a horse sanctuary in Norfolk. And Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan presides over an award ceremony in Amman. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra, and this is your Royal Daily News for July 24th, 2023. In Amman, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan presided over the 2023 Al Hussein bin Abdullah II Awards for voluntary work held at the Palace of Culture. Established in December 2021 by the Crown Prince, the Al Hussein bin Abdullah II Awards for voluntary work aims to, quote, promote the culture of volunteering, consolidate the values of volunteer work, activates the social responsibility of institutions, and honors the efforts of individuals and institutions that contribute to volunteer work and achieve the goals of sustainable development, end quote. According to the Royal Hashemite Court, the awards, organized by the Jordanian Ministry of Youth in collaboration with the Crown Prince Foundation and UNICEF, received over 25,000 applications in the social, health, educational, sports, artistic, cultural, environmental, tourism, leadership, innovation, and training sectors. His Majesty, King Charles III of the United Kingdom, spent the day in Lincolnshire, carrying out several engagements. The day began with a visit to the Poacher Cheese Farm in Alsby. Upon his arrival, His Majesty the King was welcomed by the head cheese, Mr. Simon Jones, and his brother, Tim. After the formal greetings, His Majesty the King was given a tour of the facility, watched the cheese milling process from a viewing window, as well as met with staff. In the afternoon, His Majesty the King visited the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Site, where he joined World War II veterans to commemorate the 80th anniversary of Operation Chastise. Meanwhile, Her Majesty Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom visited the Red Wings Horse Sanctuary at Anna Sewell House in Great Yarmouth. Since 2022, the Red Wings Horse Sanctuary, the largest horse welfare charity in the United Kingdom, has been the custodian of the Anna Sewell House, the birthplace of Anna Sewell, the author of Black Beauty. According to a press release, during today's visit, Her Majesty the Queen, quote, toured the building where Anna was born in 1820. Her Majesty met charity staff and trustees who talked with her about Anna and her novel's influence on animal welfare. The Queen also met a number of Red Wings key staff and volunteers, as well as Red Wings resident Shetland ponies, Moses and Donsock, and watched some horse-related educational activities being undertaken by children and scouts from the 1st Caister Scout Group, end quote. In the afternoon, Her Majesty the Queen visited the Monica Vinader Design Studio in Wells. During the visit, Her Majesty the Queen presented the prestigious Queen's Award for Enterprise in Sustainable Development. In Madrid, His Majesty King Felipe VI of Spain held an audience with participants in the 15th plenary session of the Euro-Latin American Parliamentary Assembly, Eurolat, at Palacio de El Pardo. According to the Spanish Royal Court, last week, the leaders of the EU and the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States, CELAC, gathered in Brussels to participate in the EU-CELAC Summit Heads of State and Government. Members of the Eurolat of parliaments from Latin America and the Caribbean will evaluate the results and conclusions of last week's summit. Other topics will be covered during the summit, including the fight against hate speech, the regulation of digital platforms, the challenges posed by COVID-19 in education and health, access to water, the fight against organized crime, trade negotiations, and the Universal Declaration of the Rights of Nature. In Brussels, the Belgian Royal Court released 2 new photos of His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians, accompanied by his 2 children, Her Royal Highness Princess Elizabeth of Belgium, Duchess of Brabant, and His Royal Highness Prince Gabriel of Belgium. The images were taken prior to the military and civil parade on Friday on the occasion of National Day, as well as in celebration of His Majesty the King's 10 years on the throne. Princess Elizabeth and Prince Gabriel, both enrolled at the Royal Military Academy, participated in the parade alongside the brave men, women, and veterans of the Belgian Armed Forces. In Honolulu, Queen Liliuokalani of Hawaii's Royal Standard was finally returned to Washington Place for the first time since the illegal overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom on January 17, 1893, during a sacred ceremony this morning. According to Hawaii-based journalist Miss Demby Fawcett, other items were also returned, including, quote, personal letters and documents of Colonel John Sofer, who was in charge of the military troops that stood in opposition to the Queen. The estate of Abigail Kinoiki Keaukaliki Kavananakoa and Damon estate heiress and philanthropist Brendan Damon Ethington each donated $30,000 for a total of $60,000 to prevent the historically valuable materials from ending up in the hands of private collectors. End quote. For more information about how the Royal Standard and other historically important items were found and finally able to return home, as well as to watch this morning's ceremony, in the description box below, I will leave direct links to the article, as well as to the official Olelo YouTube channel. In Malaysia, Their Highnesses Crown Prince Mohammed and Crown Princess Sophie Louise of Kelantan released 2 new photos of their newborn son last evening. In her social media post, the Crown Princess stated, quote, "Welcome to the world, Johan," end quote. The little prince was born last Monday, July 17, 2023, at the University Science Malaysia Hospital. On Sunday in Kuala Lumpur, His Majesty, the King of Malaysia, presided over a medals and honors presentation held at the National Palace. In the afternoon, His Majesty the King held an audience with the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Anwar bin Ibrahim. In Abu Dhabi, His Highness Crown Prince Sheikh Ali bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan of Abu Dhabi held an audience this morning with His Highness Prince Hassanal Ibrahim of the Malaysian state of Pahang. Prince Hassanal Ibrahim is a son of His Majesty the King of Malaysia. During the meeting, discussions focused on the friendly relations and close cooperation between the United Arab Emirates and Malaysia in various sectors. In Manama, His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa Bahrain held a farewell meeting with the outgoing ambassador of the United Kingdom to the Kingdom of Bahrain, His Excellency Roderick Drummond, at Al Safriya Palace. During the meeting, His Majesty the King, quote, commended the tremendous efforts exerted by Ambassador Drummond to strengthen and consolidate the deep-rooted relations between the two kingdoms, hailing the important role played by the United Kingdom on the international arena and its pivotal contributions to consolidating the pillars of security, stability, and peace regionally and globally. End quote. In other words, Ambassador Drummond did an amazing job. He receives a gold star. Well, not really. His Majesty the King presented the Order of Bahrain's First Class to Ambassador Drummond this morning in recognition of his outstanding efforts to strengthen bilateral ties between the two kingdoms. Way to go. Congratulations. Yay. And finally, His Excellency Count Nikolai of Montpezat graces the cover of the July 2023 edition of Numero Netherlands. In the issue, the Count gives an in-depth interview about his life growing up as a member of the Danish royal family, stating, quote, "Growing up as a member of the Danish royal family has always been very precious to me. My upbringing has been fulfilled with joyous moments and a relatively normal childhood. That said, I am aware of the special circumstances I was raised under and the responsibility it takes to. I believe I manage this very well." End quote. The account also reveals how he became a top male model, his future in the fashion industry, his hobbies, and his move to Australia this fall, stating, quote, "The upcoming semester I will spend in Australia studying elective courses. It is an adventure that I am stoked to begin and super excited to live abroad again. The choice fell on Australia because it's very foreign for a Dane like me. I have never been that far away, and I believe seeing that corner of the world takes more than 2 weeks holiday. Hence, I want to try to move there." End quote. If you're interested in reading the entire interview in English, as well as to view more exclusive photos, in the description box below, I will leave a direct link to the Numero Netherlands article. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I will be back tomorrow on Tuesday, July 25th, with all the latest world news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful evening and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.